Hi everyone, my name is Nini Chong and I am the Chief of Communications and Partnerships at YesHello. I am also a founder at Ministry of Marketing.Asia. It is an education and events company, which is something that we will be talking about, EDU PROFITS, right? So this is super exciting. I have with me here when I say like this, it's as if that he is next to me, right? So, his name is Carlif Rizal. I think most of you know him because he is the CEO of YesHello.chat, and he used to be my partner in running our education company for so long. We have been in the education industry, well, myself since 2005, and running our education company since 2009, right, Khalif?
Yep, that's right. Let's get into the program right away. Let's go into the details of this thing that we are doing, Nini. Okay, so here are the details. So I'm getting some group of founders together, founders, entrepreneurs, business owners, whatever. Okay, and we want to show them exactly how to get 10K extra per month and beyond in the education-based business. So why education? We mentioned just now, right, Nini? Why 10K per month? Because in the education, it's easier to get 10K because it's recurring. You guys can sell coaching. Like what companies? Like tuition centers, coaches,
enrichment centers.
Enrichment centers. Yeah. I got a few clients in the robotics also, right? Teaching robotics. Actually, for businesses that is like regular business in the cosmetics, who also teach same, right? Because they do marketing through their education. Similar challenge.
It's academies, right?
Academies, that's right.
Yeah, spa academies, beauty academies.
Yeah, so all this. So if you are in one of these, so or if you are a teacher yourself, or you are doing so anything in this line, I think this is the best time because we have extra time to do marketing and people have extra time to sit down and listen, right? So let's get into the what this is about. Okay, so we're calling this EDU PROFITS because that's our only focus here. Can we help others? Yes, we can. Do we help others? Yes, we do. But just for this program, is only education-based business that we mentioned just now. Okay. So most founders we know are so close to that extra 10K. Can we do 10K, Nini? Help them to get 10K?
Can.
For sure.
My monthly retainer for one client is already 10K.
But what if they are only selling at 200 per month, 400 per month? Can they make 10K?
Can, definitely.
Yes, because
easier subscription,
right? Correct. So that means if one customer pay you, let's say 200 per month, that's 2,400 per year. How many do you have to sell in the next 6 weeks to get 10K? 4 only. Then you get, can you do 4? Of course you can do 4. So that's the idea.
Definitely. Yeah. And even easier because the entry price is cheaper. People are more willing to part with their money. So much easier, guys.
That's right. So we'll give you everything that you need to make that happen and nothing that you don't. So this is not those extra things. There's a lot of things. No, just those few things that you need. And then we cut off everything else. The only thing that you guys need to do is implement. So this is an implementation for your program, 6 weeks, right? During Puasa month, right? We'll finish it right before Raya so that we can get the extra cash. Okay?
Khalif, you mean when implementation is that it's like do it with you kind of thing, right?
Correct.
They get into the program and I have someone to handhold me to go through this program and get my 10,000 ringgit.
Correct. So this is what we're doing already with our clients. So we thought of opening it up as a program, right? So end result is we want to make you 10K. For you to have 10K, so for whole team to have 10K. So selfishly, what I want to do is I want to get 20 case studies that is damn awesome. So that's what I want selfishly. Okay. So what we're going to work on. So Nini, we're talking about the 3 biggest problems that founders in this industry go through. So what are these 3 biggest challenges? First problem we got to solve is this problem of founder overwhelm. But when this founder overwhelm is happening, what does it look like, Nini?
Oh my God, what does it look like? I actually have a chart on that. Let's talk more about founders overwhelmed right now. Okay, let me share my screen, Khalif, if that's okay. All right, so this is the transformational leader chart, right? So if you see here, guys, you know, if you are a founder, this is especially for founders actually. So then let me just make my screen bigger. Okay, so how you live your life. If you are being present and when your pressure and noise, so pressure and noise just literally means challenges. Okay, so it is just a jargon that we use, and we are students of Schaffen, and on alert, most likely less productive than being present here, right? And then we are on preloaded. You know what preloaded really means is that when you get tick easily, you are you know, you, it's like gritting your teeth to I want to say something because I need to say something. You're just stressed out all the time, and you are like a time bomb like that, right? So preloaded, struggling and failing to make progress, fight or flight. And then if you do not address your high pressure and noise or your challenges, you will get into full overwhelm. And guess what, guys? Many education founders are always at full overwhelm mode, where, you know, you are unable to reply to your leads. I am one of those people, right, who experience that all the time. For me, right, leads is not really a problem because I have tools. But after I have tools to get my leads, and I'm awesome at networking, I must say that. And then after that, but when I get my leads start contacting me, and then I don't contact them back, and they will say, this company never reply my inquiry one. I go to other companies lah. It's actually not that you don't want to reply them, but you are just so overwhelmed. There is the delivery that you need to get done. There is preparation for your education programs that you need to get done. There is the training for your facilitators that you need to get done. You need to talk to your existing client right now. How overwhelming is that? So I totally understand. But what if the front end of your business can be handled, right? It will reduce that overwhelm. So what also happens, right, when you are facing this high overwhelm, as a founder, you are the most important person in the business. Who is the most important person in the business? Your education business? It's you, right? When you get sick, when you get pengsan like that because too much work, then what happens to the team? What happens to the clients? Who is going to answer them? Who are going to address the questions from the participants, right? Who is going to lead your team? Who is going to lead your coaches? Who, right? So founders overwhelm is such a killer. Guys, I know this because I get to full overwhelm mode as I am running my education business. And it is almost most of the time, unless I use automation and tools. Khalif, you want to speak more about it?
Yeah, so I think before we get into that, right? So what we're going to cover, number one, is that founder overwhelm. And we know already what's the challenge. Founder overwhelm. We're gonna also be a little bit more stressed, not bad, not good for the health, right? Second thing that we're gonna handle is lack of leads. This is also another challenge. It also leads to founder overwhelm. A lot of people don't know that, hey, they're saying that, oh, I'm not getting enough leads. Oh, I'm not getting enough, my sales is not so good. The reason is because you're subconsciously, you don't want to have enough leads because you already have so much overwhelm. Your body and mind is procrastinating. You don't want to do this, you don't want to do that because just cannot handle too much, right? So that's why we want to handle these three biggest things, because the foundation is, once you handle founder overwhelm, suddenly you open your brain, you open your heart, then you can do the strategies. That's why this is the first one. So we know this again and again and again. Whenever we give people our strategies for leads, it's actually so easy. We give them how to do proper effortless sales. They just don't want to do it. It's because it's just too much work, right? So we handle founder overwhelm first. So first, let's remove founder overwhelm. So it says here, where you are either feeling stressed or looking, at a long list of tasks and feeling like there's no end in sight, or worried that if your next campaign goes too well, you will be overburdened with chat 24/7. We don't want that. As founder, we want to be chill, right? So how are we going to do this? Is for founder momentum, instead of overwhelm, we want founder momentum. Okay, so how do we create founder momentum? Is you need the right tools. It's like playing badminton. You can play badminton with a tennis racket. Wrong tool, but there's a lot of things that you cannot do and you cannot compete, right? So we'll show you what tools to use in this modern world and how to create transparency so that you know what everyone is doing.
Khalif, before you get into transparency, right? I think the education founders would like to know what really founder momentum really means in the education industry. Right? So imagine this, right, guys? This is for me, like, maybe you want to say your part right later, what momentum really means to you, especially in the education industry. So imagine this, guys, as you are, excited to see that your program would happen, right? You want to sell this program because your program is awesome already. You've created and designed an awesome program. And then you already know that there were two groups of people who've gone through the program and they feel that, wow, this is awesome, right? But then you are at a place right now where you are worried, like Khalif said just now. If you were to launch a campaign, then after that, when a lot of inquiries coming in, who is going to handle these inquiries? Who is going to give more information to these inquiries? And if they have, FAQ, right? Who are going to give them all those FAQs? And who is going to close the sale? Who is going to do that? Because you as a founder, you are responsible for the program curation. You are responsible to also manage your existing customer right now, because your existing customer right now is already wanting to inquire about your programs in the future, right? Because you're awesome or awesome education founder. Okay, so what momentum really means is that, you remember just now all those listings of things that you need to get done as a founder. So imagine this, as you are climbing that hill, right? As you are climbing that hill, I know that I am going to climb this hill because my program is awesome. And every time that people get into my program, people will say that, oh, your program is awesome. And they always want to book for the next program with you after that, right? But along the way, I need to handle inquiries. And then after that, you go again, I need to handle the sales. And then after that, I need to handle my team. Okay, and then after that, I need to... So imagine how many hurdles, how many pit stop. By the time you sampai want to do the program already, you're already burnt out. You're already burnt out, guys. So imagine that all the challenges or the pit stop and the hurdles is done by tools and automation. So you are able to move forward faster, right? And that is momentum. Momentum is moving forward faster to where you want to go to without or reducing the frictions, right? Because anything also lah, whatever that you do, if it's smooth, it's jalan lagi cepat, right? Okay, no, this is Friday, okay, people, I know that it's Friday, no dirty things in your mind, okay? If it's smooth, it move faster, right? But if it's friction, banyak friction, by the time it's your penat already. See, my hand also penat already. So that's what momentum means to me.
Okay. Okay, interesting, Dini. Thank you so much. Yes, momentum is moving forward and not feeling overwhelmed. I agree. For us as entrepreneurs, momentum is very, very key. Okay, next is, I think transparency is part of it. You know what everyone is doing, and then everyone knows what you're doing. And then it feels that this, the burden in your brain becomes like, oh, okay, I've got everything sorted out, right? So transparency, you can have, with transparency, now you can have teamwork. So people always say, hey, why no teamwork? Why no teamwork? Because there's no transparency. And when they want to help each other, there's no tools, right? Wrong tools. So it all connects with each other and we know what works already. So we'll sort it out for you, how, so that you can have it better, right?
And also tools and automation, right? Helps the team to understand every little information and details, right? And this will help you to manage the leads coming in. And the FAQ is a killer always, Khalif, in the education industry, because customers and leads always want to ask many questions.
Exactly. So with the right tool, it's like playing badminton, right? If you're using a tennis racket to compete, you want to do the drop shot, you cannot because it's too heavy. You want to smash, you cannot because it's too heavy. There's a lot of things that you cannot do and you're thinking, why is it that I cannot compete? Why is it so hard? Why is it so tough for me to do my day-to-day? It's because you're using the wrong tools. Your whole team is also using the wrong tools. They are upset and they're like, quite frustrated. Why is my boss giving me the wrong tools? So we'll show you what are those tools that you are actually currently using that's actually wrong. Not wrong lah, it's just not ideal for today. And then once we sort that out, then all the other things will fall into place. And then you realize actually getting to creating transparency, creating teamwork, getting leads, closing sales is not that difficult, right? So that's why we're quite confident in this. All right, so let's move on. Okay, there's more than this. Number one is just the foundation, which is founder momentum. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to start with making sure that you can get faster results by removing the overwhelm, using the right tools for the job, creating momentum in the right direction. Number two, we'll create transparency in your communication with your team members, internally and externally with prospects. We'll make it super simple for your team to sell by chat. That's right. Today, everybody is using on chat, WhatsApp. So if you're not using that, you're being left behind, right? So we'll teach you how to do that. And it's going to be super convenient for your prospects to buy from you. Okay.
You mean you are going to teach them how to do sell by chat?
Yes, that's the third part. That's after we get them leads. Then after that, we'll teach them step by step with the script also, everything. Okay. The ones that we use internally and the one that our customers also use. Yes. So what we are aiming for is 3 to 5K offers. So if you have a 3 to 5K offer or one lump sum or a 250 or 400 to 400 ringgit per month offer, that will get you to 10K per month with just 3 to 5 sales. Very simple. Okay, you can do it. That's why we like education, because education is recurring. And you can think about this. Once you've already sold 3 to 5 sales, that customer is going to be with you for a long time, and that is going to be 10K. And then you do it again next month. Then you do it again next month. This is for one team member. So you have 10 team members, you can get 100K. So that's the mindset of it. Okay.
Yeah, and if you are a solo education entrepreneur, it will only accumulate.
Correct. And once you already have the first thing that's accumulating, you can now hire a team member to help. And because everything is already, the tools is already set up so that you can create a system, people can just come in and just repeat what you're doing. Okay. So number 3 is we'll design and implement your customer engagement system. This is what we're talking about, that system. Once you have the system already connected and implemented, then it's easier for other team members to come in, right? So you've got a clear path for you and your team to achieve results. And you can confidently engage with prospects, sell by chat, knowing that you and your team can get support from each other very easily. So on top of that, you as a founder will love this increase in employee self-accountability that our model promotes. Why? Because once it's transparent, you will realize, just like my team, they don't want to be the source of why things are slow, right? And they know that you perform well when there's an audience. And when you create transparency, people will just be more accountable. Okay. So the results, you'll be 100% confident in your ability to engage with prospects fast. This is what we want. Without burning yourself out. This is what I want. As a founder, I want this for you also. Okay. So this forward momentum and confidence boost will make marketing and sales night and day different for you. Just how it is night and day different for us. Also with me and Nini, right? So Nini can go yesterday do event. I can go and do speak on stage yesterday because the team is already doing it, and I can see clearly what everyone is doing. Okay, it's going to be very different for you. You don't have to be bogged down with the day-to-day. Okay. So that's it. What do you think, Nini, about the final third one? Right, we're talking about the effortless sales. Do you think this sounds effortless?
It sounds effortless, especially because there is someone guiding me. I love it when I am launching something and when I'm trying out something, that it is do it with me, right? It's do it with me. And we are saying do it together with you.
So this is how we're going to get clients every week. Any one of these things can actually move the needle immediately for your business. So just 1 or 2 of these things can already make a big difference. Okay. My experience that just installing one of these things can already create huge opportunities for your business. Either the overwhelm or just generating the leads. If you're already generating leads, installing a sell by chat. Okay. So we'll spend more time with you guys inside the program to see which one is for you. Okay. Now, it says here, if I were you, I imagine, yeah, you got a lot of questions. So what kind of results can you expect? So this is Ika. Ika installed our system, doubled her revenues from 200,000 to 400,000 in less than 2 months. And she's not the only one, many more, right? So this is, she won awards after that. This is Kyle. Kyle runs Reskills. So Reskills is one of the biggest education tech company in Southeast Asia. He says, YesHello strategy is easy to implement. My company benefits a lot from this. YesHello is so convenient to use as it allows my company's sales and support team to operate very professionally. Yes, they are huge. They also just raised some funding. And they also won some awards. And I think a few months after installing our system, they recruited 800 new subscribers. This is Radiance. Radiance is from Family Tutor. Family Tutor is one of the biggest tuition centers in Singapore. So he says that I've got professional assistants from Khalif and Alta. Alta is our customer success. So within YesHello team, everyone's working closely with one another to serve clients well. So this is the overwhelm part, right? So we solve the overwhelm for them. So he says that there's not a time when I was disappointed by the service. Yes. So they themselves also now can support a lot of their students. This is Captain Johan. He is the MD for English Matters Early Childhood Education. Also enrichment program lah, right? He says before YesHello, for us to actually send messages to all students and their parents took 1 hour. So this is talking about wasting time and effort, right? So now it takes 4 seconds. So now they can spend more time with their students. All right, so where and when? We're going to start now. So if you guys are interested, I'll tell you at the end of this how to get started. We'll add you in a Facebook group with me and my coaches, and Nini is going to be there. So every day we're going to help you. For the next 6 weeks, daily support. We'll give you access to step-by-step system. And also every week for the next 6 weeks, we'll have a live group call together with all of you guys where you guys can get help from us and we'll teach you exactly what needs to get done. Okay. So how does it work? So we only want to work with people who can implement, because this is like not an education program. This is an implementation program.
What do you mean by that, Khalif? What do you mean by that?
It means that from those things that we say that week 1 we're going to do, you do. So do the tools, install for this one, take 1 hour to do the tools. Okay, install. And then create your winning daily game. Create your daily game. And then, okay, reach out to this many people with this script. So you either have a system or you automate that. Then you do it, right? And then, okay, those people come in, make sure you put this and then you get them to raise their hand and then comment and then chat with them. And then once you get them inside there, have a person to take 15-30 minutes every day to chat with them and then do triage. So you just, it's to implement. It's not to think, oh, whether this is the right thing. Oh my God, is my script correct? Oh my God, no. Done is better than perfect. This is where we want to take our brain out and we just want to use our muscles and just do it. Okay. The challenge with education people is we are perfectionists. We want everything to be perfect. So no, this is where we implement. Then we will perfect as we go along. So this is not where you'll need to find a lot of time in your schedule. No. Okay. This is not like so many videos. No. This is very short videos, 15-20 minutes, some even like 2 to 3 minutes, and then you go implement. Okay, once a week, you come a session with me, maybe 45 to an hour, once a week. So in total, maybe 2 or 3 hours a week to implement. If you don't have 2 to 3 hours to implement, then this is not the course for you. But if you do, then we can do a lot of things for you, right? So during our time, we're going to be in a private group, so that we can chat about and brainstorm about things that we can do for your business and then put into action and then report on your results. Very important, accountability, right? And then, I mentioned to you, we want to create great case studies so that we can help more entrepreneurs later on. So there's some bonuses as well. So part of this program, that's why I had Nini in, because she's a master of the Momentum Masterclass and the Momentum Planner. So if you join this program, Nini is going to include her programs worth 3,000 ringgit, the Momentum Masterclass and the Momentum Planner. Yes, Nini?
For other education founders? Yes, I can do it.
Pretend like you need. All right. So how much time do you need? Yes. So it's going to be 2 to 3 hours a week for study and implementation. Okay. So you got to make sure you put in all the calls in your calendar. We'll tell you when it's going to be. And that's it. We're going to work closely together, and groups thrive on contribution. That's why we would like you to, we insist that you come in and report back so that we know how far you've gone, what you're doing every day. So every day we're going to have some feedback. Okay. Deal. Deal.
Yeah.
All right. So let's not talk too much. What is the investment? Okay. So if you're already running an education-based business, so this is not for newbies. This is not, oh, I don't know what, to sell. No. If you're already running a business, then this is for you. Okay. If you're just starting out, then you need to be selling something at least, right? But if you're gonna not do this, you're gonna miss out on a huge fortune, because this could be a system that will implement and you could run every month. Okay. So if you're joining us, the investment for EDU PROFITS is one-time payment of 1,997, only less than 2,000 ringgit. Okay.
Wow.
Would you pay 2,000 ringgit to get 10,000 ringgit? I would say yes every single time.
Definitely. Okay? Because 2,000 ringgit to buy 10,000 ringgit it makes sense, right?
Correct. So it's a one-time payment of 2,000 ringgit. And why am I putting it like that? Well, this is actually less than half the price. Once this goes, once we actually launch this, it's going to be 5,000 ringgit. But this is, since it's going to be our first launch of this, and since it's going to be together with our existing customers, it's going to be 2,000 ringgit. And so that you as entrepreneurs have a stake in it. But don't need to worry, right? Many of our students make their first payments back in one sale. So a lot of you can also do the same. One sale and you can break even. If somebody is paying you 200 ringgit per month, for a year, that's 2004. You close one sale with this system, you can already break even. And we're talking
happy
about...
or not? You happy or not? You happy or not? Education founders happy kan?
Okay, is there a guarantee? Okay. Anytime you invest time and money to work with a coach, there is a risk, right? So what if this doesn't work? What if it's not as good as Khalif and Nini says? What if Khalif is a big liar? So, okay, let's take a look at the worst case and best case. Okay. So best case scenario, best case. Over the next 2 months, you no longer feel overwhelmed. You get back into founder momentum. You get leads every day. You get a lot of clients that you can sign on. You get that extra 10K a month in revenue. You get new skills, a lot of this confidence in sales. And then you have the system that you can install, and then you can keep growing every month. So that's the best case. Okay?
Okay.
Right. What's the worst case scenario? Worst case. Maybe this thing doesn't work, right? Maybe like after a few weeks, you decide this is not for me. Sorry, Khalif, I don't like this, right? Or the content is not right for me. Or maybe, you're too excited and you jump too soon, right? Or maybe you decided that Khalif speaks too fast, or my accent is not so good, right? Yeah, it's very annoying.
Or Khalif use jargon too many.
maybe Khalif is too boring, right? Whatever lah, right?
But Nini is exciting.
Right. So in which case, it's saying here that anytime within the first 30 days, if you just tell me or tell Nini or any of our team members, say, Khalif, this is not for me, I will refund you 100% of whatever you pay, right? So it's not about the money for us. It is to get the case studies for us. So if it is not for you, then I'll give you back 100% of the thing, of your investment. No grudges. We'll still be friends. You get to keep all the materials that we cover. You'll be smarter. You still have all the skills, and you don't have to pay for anything at all. Okay. I'll even throw in extra 10 bucks so that you can buy yourself nasi lemak. So you can say, Khalif actually bought me nasi lemak and teh ice. So worst case, you get nasi lemak. There's no risk. So if you get started and you try it out, zero risk on your side. Okay. Since it's going to be post a month anyways, where you might have a little bit more extra time. So how do you get a spot? You don't have to send money now. You don't have to do anything, right? So if you've read the questions above and meet the requirements, just reply, I'm in. So if you see a comment at the bottom there, reply I'm in. Or if you were chatting with me and my team on WhatsApp or Messenger, just say I'm in. And then we will get you set up. We're only accepting 10 new founders this time. Okay.
Remember, guys, I'm in. I'm in. Okay.
Okay. And it's first come first serve. All right. So we have already existing founders that from our clients from the past that's already doing this. So if you want to join us, only 10 new founders, first come first serve.
I'm in.
And join me in the inside. Okay. So some FAQs. If you're busy, can I join? Yes, we created this for busy people. Okay, it's very short, effective, and you only put the stuff that you only need. What if you cannot attend the live calls? Do you get access to recordings? Yes, we'll put the recordings there. You can rewatch it again, and then you get coaching from us in the group. You've never done this before. Can I join this program? Yes, you can. It works for anybody, but you need to be an entrepreneur in the education niche for this time. Already have a service or a product, not totally brand new, so that we can get into momentum right away. Education doesn't mean that if you are doing other things that you cannot come in, but if you have an element of education inside your company, so you're selling some extra coaching or an onboarding, something that is education, we can sell that as a product. Okay. And finally, you have 2 to 3 hours to implement. You must implement. Otherwise, this is a waste of time. Okay, the guarantee we mentioned about nasi lemak just now. And can I join another day? Well, we're only accepting 10 new founders each round. Next round is going to be, I don't know, maybe April or May, because I think April is going to be quite busy. It's going to be May, so you got to wait until that spot. So this is only for the March, only 10 spots. How do you get a spot? Reply back. What is it, Ini?
I'm in.
I mean, that's it. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks so much, guys. Hope to see you guys in the program. My name's Khalid.
Yes, see you in the program. I tell you, you want to join me, right? You don't want to be that Nini last time who is always on full overwhelm and then scare everyone, scare client, no get no sale. But I'm in for 10K a month.